Hey, what's going on, guys? Man, I have to come back in, and I'm gonna follow this old Negro tradition that apparently has become very popular in the black community. The tradition is that of apologizing. The black man in America, because he has no power, because collectively you are seen as weak, because there are people that control your community more than you control your community. They control your women more than you control your women. They control your children more than you control your children. They have you apologizing. They have you constantly begging for forgiveness. Asking massa, please don't get mad at me today. I sorry. And so I'm gonna start off with an apology. I gotta apologize because earlier today I came in and I gave credit to a show called Drink Champs. And the reason I gave credit to Drink Champs, which is hosted by a guy named N.O.R.E, who I guess I don't know if he's pretending to be a thug or a gangster or whatever they pretend to be. And I gave them credit for interviewing Kanye West. Now, to be clear, to remind you, I never said that you should agree with Kanye. I never said that Kanye was right. I never said any of that. And and lo and behold, some of y'all hit me up and told me that after I gave them credit for airing Kanye's interview, that it was taken off the air. Now, what's crazy is even now, Marcia, is that how you pronounce her name? She's in the chat. She's saying that they put the interview back up. I hope that you're correct. I really hope that you're correct. And even if they did put the interview back up, which I didn't see it, I know that I was watching it, and a few of my friends had watched it, and they saw it literally be taken down while they were watching it. And also, even if it is put back up, that doesn't take away Nori's apology. Nori went on to the Breakfast Club and he apologized for doing the interview. He apologized not just for Kanye's words about the George Floyd incident, which that's fine. Maybe Kanye was wrong on that. Again, I told you not. You don't have to agree with Kanye. You could say he's wrong as two left feet, but he was also apologizing because Kanye has upset the community of people that actually control the black community more than the black community controls the black community. And so what I want you to really pay attention to is this. I need you to pay attention to what's happening here. What you're seeing here is you're seeing that the people you think are your leaders, your strongest men, your big bosses, your ballers, and all this other stuff, the guys that they put on the Forbes list as being the richest men and all this other crap, they ain't got no real power. They don't control nothing. They're puppets. They're puppets with somebody's hand up their ass, and the real power belongs to the puppet master. So what's fascinating is that everything Kanye's saying about certain people controlling hip hop is coming true right before your eyes. It's coming true in terms of showing you exactly what is happening around you. You don't control your community. There are people that will gladly put a black man out there to look like a clown. Like Noriega actually confessed to some of this. He said on the Breakfast Club today during his apology. You know, I'm not. I don't know about y'all, but give me a yes or no if you're tired of seeing black men always apologize. Like seriously, I mean, you can mess up, we can make mistakes like everybody, but I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of seeing brothers apologizing. It gets on my nerves. It drives me insane. I'm just sick of it, man. I hate it. It looks weak. It looks pathetic. It doesn't mean that you can't apologize periodically when you are wrong. But I'm trying to figure out how come rappers ain't apologizing for the fact that you mass promoted black genocide for the last 25 or 30 years. Apologize for that shit first. How come you can't apologize for the fact that you disrespect your women so badly that people think that you are a complete loser because you don't even love the women who gave birth to your raggedy ass? Apologize for that. Apologize for the fact that you promoted a culture that is incredibly ignorant and anti-intellectual to the point where black children are embarrassed to go to school and learn how to read and write and do math because their friends who want to be rappers make fun of them because black men can't get on white man's TV unless he pretends to be a goddamn idiot. Apologize for that. Apologize for the fact that you're promoting alcoholism and drug addiction to young kids so they can die young just like you. Why do you think all these rappers are dying every single week? Why do you think you got all these OG rappers dying at the age of 40 from old man diseases because your raggedy ass been drinking like a champ, drinking like a champ. We the drink champs. I'm gonna be the drink champ. I'm gonna be the smoke champ. I'm gonna be the dope champ. I'm gonna get high every day. And next thing you know, you're 45 years old, sitting up in the hospital looking like an 80-year-old because you don't breathe life into your community. You're breathing a culture of death. You're breathing a culture of death, drink champ, that nobody else is putting in their culture. The Jewish community ain't out promoting this idea that their kids should grow up and want to become drink champs. It's just that concept that you should sit and get drunk and high, as high and drunk as possible, to the point where you slurring over your words and don't halfway know what the hell's going on, makes you look like a fool. Malcolm X said it. Malcolm X said the white man will sell you the liquor bottle and then lock you up for being drunk. If you are a black man and you don't understand that in this world you are at war from the time you're born, they wanted to kill you in the womb. And then they want to kill your mind with the horrible educational system, the school to prison pipeline. Then they want to kill you in the streets with the police. Then they want to put you in prison and have you suffer inhumane amounts of torture. And then they train you to get out of prison and brag about it like it's a badge of honor, like you glad you went to prison, like you ain't a real nigga, you ain't go to prison. And then they want you to be a drink champ, so you'll drink yourself into an early grave. I'm not shaming nobody who drinks. I'm not shaming nobody who drinks. What I'm saying to you is that there's a reason why there are laws against promoting things that are unhealthy for people. You can't even promote cigarettes on TV, but yet you can promote the murder of black children on television like it ain't a thing. You will rap all day about killing other black people and you bold and bad when it comes down to that. But as soon as massa gets mad, as soon as they say, oh, well, you said something anti-Semitic, sir, next thing you know, you start buckling like a house Negro. You start buckling like a bitch. I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of all the apologizing. These same people who are forcing you to apologize for talking to another black man. I mean, you 40-something years old, man. You 40-something. By the time you're 40, I assume by the age of 40, we've all grown a set of balls. By age 40, you should have your testicles firmly grown. I got to go check an anatomy and physiology book, but I assume that by 40 years old, your balls should be attached to your body. Well, if that's the case, then how come you can't just say, you know what? I said what I said and I stand on it, and that's it. That's for you to work out. You might be upset with what I said, but I'm not apologizing because I got bigger fish to fry. It is insane to me that they will get you to apologizing for any little thing, and they won't even apologize for slavery. They won't apologize to you for shit. You go ask them. Go ask what do y'all think? Give me a yes or no. Do you think that the record labels, which are owned by people who shall remain nameless, do you think that if we went to them and said you need to apologize for putting billions of dollars behind the mass promotion of mass genocide of black people to the point where rappers are dying every single week and our kids can't even walk through the hood safely? Do you think that they're going to apologize for that? What do y'all think? You think if I go to Leor Cohen or one of these other guys, do you think they're going to apologize for that? Or do you think they're going to say, hell no? They're going to say no. Well, that's your problem, buddy. So to me, this whole scenario, and again, I got to keep saying this so that we don't get it twisted. Smaller minds are going to believe this is about Kanye being right or wrong, or whether or not Kanye made an appropriate statement about George Floyd. That is not it. That is not the conversation we're having here. We're not having a conversation in which we're trying to somehow judge the merits of Kanye West's assertions about various political issues. That is not the point. The point is that you walk around here like you're so bad, like you're so thugged out, you so tough. but you're only tough when it comes to killing your own people. As soon as Massa cracked that whip, you turn back into a little boy. In fact, some of them turn into little girls. And that to me is downright shameful. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, share, subscribe. I want to mention one more thing to y'all. I took a poll. I took a poll amongst intelligent black people. Thousands of you responded to the poll. And I just asked you, what do you think about Drink Champs taking this interview down with Kanye West? And about 85 to 86% of you, if I'm not mistaken, said that you do not agree with this decision. That tells me that the majority of the black community thinks this is a bunch of BS. The majority of the black community may not like what Kanye has to say. A lot of black people, rightfully so, are very angry with Kanye. They have a big issue with some of the things Kanye's saying. And I agree. I have very good friends who are very upset about what Kanye had to say. And I respect their opinions. I hear them. I get it. Kanye's way off base. Yeah, Kanye probably needs some meds. Yeah, probably does. But then that's fine. But what I really need you to understand is that I need y'all to not engage in the same predictable behavior that happens in every election cycle. In every election cycle, when they're trying to get your votes, here's what they do. Pay attention. Are you listening? Are you listening? Give me a yes. Please give me a yes and let me know if you're listening. Give me a yes, please. I need y'all to hear this. Please tell me you're listening to me. Here's what they do in every election cycle. Their goal is to create a black civil war. Their goal is to divide and conquer. Their goal is to get you so caught up in this Democrat-Republican nonsense that you start fighting your own brother more than you start fighting your true enemies. They start getting you so caught up in fighting your cousin because he voted for Trump or fighting your sister because she voted for Biden that you forget that your sister was there for you back when Joe Biden didn't give a damn about your raggedy black ass. That your uncle, that you're so mad at because he has the audacity to say that he doesn't want to be a Democrat. That uncle was the one who changed your diapers when you were a baby. Those are the people who were down for you when nobody else was. So what I encourage everybody to do is to understand the difference between primary conversations and secondary conversations. I need you to understand something, that this is a core element of the B1 philosophy. Are you listening? Are you hearing me? The core element of this B1 philosophy is that we got to understand the difference between top level conversations and bottom level conversations, primary issues and secondary issues, or as Dr. Claude Anderson says, vertical issues versus horizontal issues. You must understand the difference. Small-minded Negroes ain't gonna get it. They're gonna be out in the streets fighting like cats and dogs over political parties, and they never gave a damn about none of y'all. You can't show me a community anywhere run by Republicans that is majority black that is doing better because they're Republican. You can't show me a community anywhere that is run by the Democrats that's majority black that's doing better because they voted for the Democrats. You can't show me that. You can't show me that. So here's what I need you to understand. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to focus on the fact that during this election, you can vote for whoever you want. You can vote for Democrats if you want. You can vote for Republicans if you want. You can not vote if you want. You can vote independent if you want. But what matters most is what we're doing to better our community. What does that mean? That means, are you educating your kids so that this school system does not wreck their brain? These Democrat-run school systems are destroying your kids. The evidence is out there. I don't have to prove it. Are you learning how to build wealth for your family? Are you making plans for your family? Did your ass go down and get an insurance policy so your kids are not begging to pay for your funeral expenses because you were so busy getting money and flashing it on Instagram that you forgot to pay $20 a month to have some damn life insurance? Are you loving your kids and loving the black women and men in your community? Are you standing by black men? Are you standing by black women? Are we working on rebuilding our families and doing the healing necessary so that we can go into this world and function appropriately and compete appropriately without constantly being left behind? Are you doing the work? Are you walking away from the Popeye's chicken and all the other fried foods, processed foods, all the other garbage that these corporations funded by Democrats and Republicans are going into your communities and mass promoting to you so that you end up sick, half dead with diabetes, heart disease, and cancer in the damn hospital? Are you doing these things? Are you doing the little things that's going to make your life better and the lives of the people around you better? That's what matters. That's B1 to me. Democrat being ain't nothing about being black says that you got to be a Democrat to be black. Anybody who calls somebody an Uncle Tom because they don't vote Democrat is the biggest Uncle Tom of all. If you are voter shaming your brother, if you telling your brother, well, he a coon because, well, why is he a coon? Well, cause he a Trump supporter. Well, you sound like the biggest coon because you are tickling Joe Biden's balls, and Joe Biden incarcerated your daddy for 35 years, you dummy. How the hell are you going to be sitting up here running behind and having all this faith in some people who hate you that much? How pathetic do you have to be? I'm not making fun of nobody. No, and I'm sorry if I hurt somebody's feelings. I know that I did. But then again, the sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. This is a non-apology apology because I can't apologize for ignorance. So here's the thing. Noriega said something today when he was buck-splaining why he got somebody gave him 40 lashings. Apparently he must have got 40 lashes in the back for bringing Kanye on, and I think that because they were so busy being drink champs that they didn't realize that they were in the middle of a heated political conversation. He kind of got caught. He kind of got Nick Cannonized. Nick Cannon sat down with Professor Griff and they got into a serious conversation. Y'all remember that? And Nick Cannon thought it was cool to sit and be black and he was being an entertainer, but he didn't realize, no, you in the real shit right now, son. You really had a conversation now that's going to cause certain people to come after that paycheck. And then after the fact, they realize, like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. I'm going to have to start backpedaling like a defensive back for the Dallas Cowboys because I'm in trouble now. You have parents. Your parents are mad at you now because you don't stand on your 2 feet like a real man anymore because you're owned by somebody else. Let's just be clear. That's why Nick is having all those babies, because Nick feels emasculated, as he should be, because he was openly punished and penalized by people that wanted to remind him who is the boss. So as Noriega was buck-splaining why he was so sorry that he spoke to Kanye West. And I'm sitting here wondering, like, why is a 40-something-year-old black man explaining himself like he's a little kid and apologizing and scared and everything? Well, one thing that he said that was really profound, I want y'all to pay attention, is he said the show's called Drink Champs, not Think Champs. So he said, we just have fun. We just like to have fun. We don't really get into politics or nothing like that. I need you to pay attention to that statement because that's a very telling statement. We're not drink champs. We're not think champs. We're drink champs. What does that mean? Well, here's what it means. It means that in America, if you want to be a rich, successful black man, all you got to do is be a clown. If you want to be rich and famous, if you're a clown, if you are either a black man who makes white people laugh and comfortable, or who is a fake wannabe thug who fulfills every stereotype in the book, or if you can run fast and jump high, then you will be successful. There is always an opportunity out there for you. But if you ever want to be a marginalized black man, if you ever want to get thrown out of society, all you gotta do is show up as a black man with a brain. Now, if you show up like the Scarecrow or the Tin Man, whichever one didn't have a brain, actually you got to be the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, the Lion. You got to be cowardly, you have no heart, and have no brains. And then they're going to take you right. They're going to let you be the Wizard of Oz. They're going to put you up in front of all the black folks and say, this is your leader. This is your hero. Look at how he's shining. He made $18 billion last year. Look at how well he's doing. If you show up like the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, and the Cowardly Lion, if you're a coward with no brains and no heart, then you're going to absolutely positively be incredibly successful. So if you show up as a drink champ, then you're going to do okay. If you yucking it up, you half drunk, so you don't even know what's going on. Ain't a drunk is never a threat to white supremacy. A bunch of drunk, high black men who are chasing dope and chasing booty and chasing bling will never be a threat to white supremacy. So that's the perfect Negro. Those are the black people that they want. They like that. Because think about it. How have you ever seen? I want you to pay attention. Who are the most dangerous black men in America? Is it the gangster thug that totes a gun and is running around the hood trying to kill black people? No, it's not, because he's killing black people. So what do they care? You know who the most dangerous men in America are? It's the men who are trained by people like Louis Farrakhan. Have you ever seen? Give me a yes or no. Have you ever seen a brother from the Nation of Islam run around sloppy drunk, looking for Molly Percocets and talking about where the hoes at, man? Yo, seriously, have you ever seen it? Have you ever seen a member of the Nation of Islam on Drink Champs smoking weed and getting as drunk as possible? Like, have you ever seen? Would you ever expect to see anything like that? No, you wouldn't. You know why? Well, because that's what real men look like. Real men are defenders and protectors of the community. Real men are the men who love black women and want to raise black children. The real men are the ones who want to be smarter, not dumber. Real men are the ones who show up and they're not so quick to smile in your face to be friends with you, because they're representing the interests of the people that they are assigned to protect. So when Noriega made that statement, we're called drink champs, not think champs. What he's basically saying is that his show will be successful as long as they're never serious. As long as you're sitting around getting high and getting drunk and laughing it up, you're going to be the greatest entertainer in the world. But the minute you start to use that massive platform for something powerful and political and thought-provoking, that by God raises the consciousness and the intelligence of the black community, your ass becomes a threat and cancel culture starts to kick in. And one area where Kanye happened to be right, he wasn't right about everything, but one area he was 100% right was when he asked that question: who created cancel culture? Well, the people who created cancel culture are the ones who are trying to cancel him now. So at the end of the day, man, I hope somebody can hear this. I hope somebody gets what's going on. And I don't want to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean to these guys. I probably am. But at the same time, I need y'all to understand what's really going on. And because if you really understand how this world works, you'll understand exactly why they have all the keys to power. And all y'all got is a bunch of clowns on big platforms. Half these guys on big platforms ain't trying to take on no serious issues. Half of them ain't even trying to take care of their damn kids. So why in the hell would you ever put these people in front of the community as leadership? They lead nothing. All they do is follow, and they follow the people who are in the back telling them what to do. That's just what it is. I'm glad this incident took place. I'm getting out of here, guys. Hit the thumbs up button. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, subscribe. Don't forget the All Black National Convention's coming up October 28th through the 30th. We're going to meet in Charlotte. We are serious, and we bring together intelligent black people from around the world who are focused and committed to solving problems, learning from each other, and connecting with each other. And so if you'd like to learn more about the convention, just visit allblacknationalconvention.com. The URL's on the screen, allblacknationalconvention.com. We also have virtual passes if you'd like to join us virtually. So feel free to come to the convention. We will be addressing lots of issues. We have rappers coming who are serious rappers who will address what's going on with hip hop. We have scientists. We have doctors, lawyers, all kinds of people from all different backgrounds. So I'd love to have you guys there. And it's completely independent. And the reason it's independent and not corporate sponsored is because of things like this. We're not going to be out here trying to apologize for speaking truth. When Brother Rizza Islam steps on the stage, I told him, say what you want to say. When George Frazier steps on stage, I say what you need to say. And the reason we can do that is because we are the boss. We run this convention. This was not brought to you by McDonald's and Walmart and Kmart. We do not care about getting their money. All we care about is being successful and solving problems. So if that's your thing and that's how you think, then I hope you'll join us. The URL's on the screen, allblacknationalconvention.com. Also, if you could, take this video, please share it with other people, because we don't have Revolt TV and other big networks behind it. We don't have iHeartRadio and these big corporations backing us. We don't have any of that. So all we have is you. So you're our distribution channel. So if you could take this link and share it with others that need to hear these conversations or be a part of these discussions, we would appreciate that very much as well. So God bless you. Have a good night. I'm going to go spend time with my wife. I'll see you guys later. Take care now. Peace.